What is going on, guys? It's Childish, bringing you the third installment of the Critical Thinking with Childish series on arena team building. We will be hitting up the topic of the wind element leaders, which ones are beneficial, which ones are not, and we'll kind of go into it. If you are just happen to find this video at random, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for coming on board. I would definitely check out the part one of this series, which starts off with a little introduction in addition to the fire base units. That'll kind of give you some leeway as far as what I'm getting at with regards to setting up your teams and maximizing their leader skills to take advantage of your opponent in the arena. Okay, moving on. Wind units. All right. So we got a list of about 14 or 15 units. Bear with me as I'm going to try to get this all knocked out as soon as possible. I really want to give you guys credit for sticking in there. This is going to basically add up to about an hour of video. So thank you guys for your support. I apologize for it being so long, but I wanted to provide as much information as I can because I find that arena is just one of those things in the game that people are not utilizing to their fullest or just don't understand. So I'm going to try to provide that information as best as I can. Alrighty, let's get on to our first unit, which is going to be Hina, or Hina, whatever you want to call it. She is the Wind Amazon. She has the critical rate by 13%. This is another starter unit that you get. If you get this unit, hold on to her, okay? She is, in my opinion, as well as some of my friends' opinion, one of the better starter units out there. Why? She's one of the few people that has some nice raw damage, but then, attack based on enemies' max HP. Will you see that, really come into play versus regular guys that you fight throughout the way? Not really, but when you're on those boss stages and you're fighting units that have a ton of hit points, this corresponds to that and will do damage relative to that, so you could take advantage of that. That being said, we are focused on the leader skill here, so if you have a unit that is based off of providing a lot of damage, critical damage, or has a way of doing, has a lot of passive critical rate or critical hit chance, then this is a good unit. So that'll emphasize those units and get more damage out of it. Whoops. Sorry, clicked the wrong one. What are we at for the next one? I think the next one is Cilia here. Okay, so Cilia is going to provide 26% resistance for the allies of the arena. Okay, so again, I've said it in the other videos, but I'll say it again. Why is this beneficial for an arena team? This would you're probably going to see this more utilized in a arena defense type setup, and it'll be available for you if you need if you have a lot of defensive units that your goal is to basically outlast the opponent. So you're trying not to get controlled, get stunned, get frozen, or whatnot. You're just trying to stay as alive as long as you can. Two different skills here. Increases the inflicted damage by 30% on an AoE attack for each beneficial effect. So great counter attack if you need to throw in this in your arena offense, fighting on a team that has one or two units based on defensive immunities, invincibilities, or shielding kind of buffs. Then you got a curse that allows you to block beneficial effects and hit point disability on a unit for 2 turns. So this is a great arena killer, but again, you don't see this too often in arena because it's very situational. Some high-end people use it, but very, very seldom will I see it. Alright, next up we have Shimate. She is the highest attack speed leader of the Sylphs. She provides 24% to the arena. That being said, the other ones provide 19, but the other ones can provide that leader skill in any spot. But our focus is on arena, so that's why this one's considered the better self because of the leader skill. If we're talking about leader skill, I believe water self is the best, but we're talking about arena leaders, and this one has the highest one. Has a beautiful AoE attack that hits 3 times and increases the chance of an enemy to miss an attack or do less damage. So glancing hit, great skill. Combine this with despair and you got yourself a deadly control freak. You get a hold of this unit, congratulations, pat yourself on the back because you're about to wreck face. Alright, next one, Selena. Selena provides more resistance, just a little bit more than the other Cilia does. Same thing before, nice control in the first attack, but it is a sleep, not a stun, so it can be knocked out. Not a big fan of her last attack, attacking 5 random targets. The continuous damage is nice, but again, it's random. It won't stick on one person. Then you got another hit point disturbed like all the succubuses have. So, situational unit as far as the leader skill goes, but has a little bit of control and can be deadly if spec'd properly. Alright. Next up, it looks like we got Sophia. Sophia provides resistance as well, 30%. You have a nice single target damage that hits 5 times. Normally lands a defense, identity defense debuff. So really good single target damage. A way of installing continuous damage as well as removing beneficial effects. So I see this unit utilized a lot for attack, but not for its leader skill. Is it the best one for leaders per se? I couldn't tell you really. I mean, it just kind of comes down to what units you have and what you're available. If you don't have any other units that have a leader arena skill, arena leader skill, but you have, but this one, then utilize it for the leader spot. You're better off increasing the resistance of all 4 monsters by 30% than increasing the damage of one monster by 30%. Okay? Alright. I think I got that point crossed. Alright. Julian, a super great unit. Increasing the hit points of ally monsters by arena at 30%. I see this unit utilized quite a bit in hit point based teams. In addition, this guy provides an AoE stun, a really high damage second attack, as well as another opportunity to stun. In addition, he is also one of the highest based attack damage units. Notice that his attack is 694, and most units that you'll see that are attack based, 5-star max, have anywhere from 620 to 660. So he has a little bit more than most people. So you can set him up to stun more with a Despair's Pet, or you can go all out damage and really make him a nice DPSer. You got your choice here. Pick your poison. All right, next up, Joy Badafuku over here. Here we go. The Wind Lich, he has an attack power increase by 33%. You'll see him utilized a lot in the arena attack teams. I do randomly see him in an arena defense teams, but you will see him more so in offensive based teams, in my opinion, because of the attack power. So nice to have. Has a nice shield passive every turn to keep him kind of alive. But again, it's not really about the shield. It's about teaming him up with people that provide a lot of attack damage or emphasizing on their damage abilities. So great unit to have if you need some attack power in your arena team. Moving on here, you got Ling Ling. She increases the accuracy of 40%, great unit to have when you have a control-based team that you're trying to lock down the units. She has a chain attack that allows her to attack with her second attack. This decreases the attack gauge by 50%, which is more control, which makes her one of the better Kung Fu girls out of the three, if not the best. And then she has her random attack here for 4 times, removing the beneficial effects by 30%. So that can be nice, but again, that's kind of situational. It just depends on what team you're going on. The first 2 attacks plus the arena leader skill is going to be why this chick is a bad B. Where are we at here? Katrina, yeah, buddy. Okay, so Katrina. Katrina. That's right. I always thought I said it wrong. So Katrina is one of the units that can be fused if you have the 2 years to make her. But in addition, she is one of the few units that has a arena-based skill that increases a stat by 55%. This unit increases resistance by 55%. So this would be utilized greatly in arena defense if you don't have a decent leader. It is a 5-star. It's not one that's going to be common, but it is farmable. You can farm the fodder, collect the fodder in order to create this. And the current trend right now is people are going for this unit. They are taking advantage of this unit. There are videos out there of high-level gamers, YouTubers, hitting with 20k attacks, utilizing her ignore defense skill here if she is invincible. And how does she become invincible? By using the Soul Reaper and killing the unit, in addition to any other unit in her team, like a Neil, Light Fairy, to provide the invincible skills. So with the right combination, she could do a lot of damage, but she can provide a lot of resistance on the side as well. So kind of a nice hybrid, great unit to have. I would definitely go for it if you don't have a nice natural 5-star unit. But again, it just kind of depends on how much of an effort do you want to put into it, because it will be a long time. Next, my main man, Jameer. This is my bread and butter when it comes to my team, because it is the only attack speed based unit, despite the Beretta that I have. That is great. It's universal, so it can be used in any spot. And I have him currently spec'd violent energy, but just violent is the main thing. Why? Because this ability to reduce the to reset your cooldowns is crucial. When it's fully maxed, it can be reused in 5 turns, and with the violence set, it theoretically can be used every 4 turns. So if you have an arena team that has is based off of some really high damage, high reusable skills, this can cut that cooldown time by half and really take advantage of those DPS abilities or whatever the abilities may be. So great unit to have. If you have it, you're never going to get rid of it. Quality unit right here. Okay, moving on to Ciara, the Wind Oracle, another wind-based attack speed leader, same amount, same universal. She is more of a situational unit, but a great unit. As Neo Crown has proven many times, she is a unit that goes hand in hand with the Fire Joker. The Fire Joker or any other unit that provides a lot of hostile effects, like constant damage effects, as well as the bombs. She has an ability that removes all of the hostile effects that are continuous damage or bombs, and deals the total damage to the unit instantly instead of waiting the 2 or 3 turns. So this can take a semi-strong unit and make it into a super strong team. Alright. Got the regular attacks here, so that's the big thing. Alright. Last but not least, we got the Monkey King. Another great unit because it provides hit points monsters by 33%, and it is a hit point based unit. When you get that combination of a leader skill and hit points and a hit point based unit, that's really really nice. You got a stun on this guy. You got the defense breaker on this guy, and recovers his attack gauge by 50 to allow him to attack more often. In addition, a chance to counterattack when an ally is attacked, that's huge, as well as decrease the inflicted damage by 25%. So this guy already has a decent amount of defense and has a lot of hit points, but in addition, he's going to be reducing the amount of damage he takes. So this is a great unit to get if you get it. I mean, any 5-star unit is good to get, but this one has some potential when it comes to arena gameplay. Alrighty, guys, so that concludes our win units for arena leader skills. I hope you enjoyed the video. That will be the end of the 3-part series talking about the fire, water, and wind elemental leaders and how utilizing those leaders can be beneficial in creating a synergistic team and utilize that team to take out your opponent. Okay, so I will go ahead and kind of do a little conclusion video, maybe talking about my arena offensive defensive team and why I choose some of the things that I choose. And then I will, finish up that video with a little bit of chat. So hopefully you guys like this. Stay tuned for the 4th installation of this, and hopefully that will be the last. So take care, guys. We will see you next time.